The Champions League era, redesigned competition, renewed glory. The competition's rebranding in 1992 brought a new format, more teams, and even more drama, birthing modern legends. 1992-93, Olympique Marseille faced off against the formidable AC Milan in the first-ever final of the revamped competition. While Milan was the favorite, Marseille's defensive solidity and clinical finishing proved too much. A single goal from Basile Boli secured the title, making Marseille the inaugural champions and the talk of the town. It was a historic victory, marking the beginning of a new chapter in European football. 1993-94 AC Milan returned with a vengeance. Led by the tactical genius of Fabio Capello, they faced off against Johan Cruyff's Barcelona, Dream Team, in what was billed as a clash of styles. But what followed was a shock. Milan delivered a 4-0 demolition, with Daniele Massaro and Dejan Savicevic leading the charge. It was a performance that left everyone speechless and became the new talk of the town, a true masterclass that reminded everyone of Milan's enduring power. 1994-95, Ajax emerged as the new force in European football. With a young, vibrant team full of future stars like Patrick Kluivert, Clarence Seedorf, and Edgar Davids, they faced AC Milan. A late goal from 18-year-old Kluivert secured a 1-0 victory, showcasing a style of football that was the talk of the town and signaling a new generation of Dutch brilliance. 1995-96, Juventus ended Ajax's reign in a tense final. After a 1-1 draw, the match went to a penalty shootout. With key contributions from Fabrizio Ravanelli and Alessandro Del Piero, Juventus held their nerve to win 4-2 on penalties, claiming the title and leaving the talk of the town squarely focused on Marcelo Lippi's tactical prowess. 1996-97, Borussia Dortmund pulled off a major upset against holders Juventus. With a team featuring the legendary Matthias Sammer and Karl-Heinz Riedel, they delivered a shock 3-1 victory. The moment that defined the final was Lars Ricken's spectacular chip just seconds after coming on as a substitute, a goal that instantly became the talk of the town for its sheer audacity. 1997-98, Real Madrid ended a 32-year wait for their 7th European crown. La Septima. They faced Juventus in a tight, cagey final. A controversial second-half goal from Predrag Mijatovic was enough to seal a 1-0 victory. The relief and joy for the Madrid faithful were immense, and their long-awaited triumph was the only talk of the town. 1998-99, Manchester United created one of the most unforgettable moments in football history. Trailing Bayern Munich 1-0 in the final seconds of injury time, it looked as though the dream was over. But then came 2 goals in 2 minutes from Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The comeback was simply unbelievable and has been the talk of the town for a quarter-century. 1999-2000, Real Madrid started the new millennium with a bang. In the first-ever all-Spanish final, they dominated Valencia with a commanding 3-0 victory. Goals from Fernando Morientes, Steve McManaman, and a young Raul sealed their 8th title, reinforcing their status as the kings of Europe and making them the definitive talk of the town. 2000-2001, Bayern Munich finally got their revenge for the 1999 final. In a penalty shootout against Valencia, their formidable goalkeeper Oliver Kahn became the hero. His incredible saves and leadership propelled the German side to victory, securing their 4th title and making his dominant performance the talk of the town. 2001-2002, Real Madrid continued their early 2000s dominance, but this time, it was all about one man. Zinedine Zidane's legendary volley from the edge of the box sealed a 2-1 victory over Bayer Leverkusen. That moment of pure, unadulterated genius has been the talk of the town ever since, and is widely regarded as the greatest Champions League final goal. 2002-2003, AC Milan and Juventus faced off in the first-ever all-Italian final. The match was a tactical affair that ended goalless after extra time. It came down to penalties, where Milan's Andriy Shevchenko scored the winning spot kick, securing the club's 6th title. The tactical battle between the Italian giants was the talk of the town. 2003-2004, FC Porto achieved a fairy-tale victory under the guidance of a rising star manager, José Mourinho. His team, full of talent like Deco and Ricardo Carvalho, delivered a dominant 3-0 victory over AS Monaco. This stunning underdog story and Mourinho's subsequent declarations of being a special one were the talk of the town. 2004-2005, Liverpool produced what is arguably the greatest comeback in the history of the sport. Trailing AC Milan 3-0 at halftime, they seemed dead and buried. But a heroic second-half performance, capped by Steven Gerrard's leadership, saw them level the score. They went on to win in a penalty shootout, in a final that will forever be known as the Miracle of Istanbul, and the ultimate talk of the town. 2005-2006. FC Barcelona lifted the trophy thanks to the magic of Ronaldinho and the clinical finishing of Samuel Eto'o. Trailing Arsenal after a red card, they fought back to win 2-1. It was a victory that signaled a new era of Spanish dominance and left everyone captivated by the flair and style of their new kings, who were the talk of the town. 2006-2007, AC Milan got their revenge. They faced Liverpool in a repeat of the Istanbul final, and this time, Filippo Inzaghi was the hero, scoring both goals in a 2-1 victory. It was a sweet, tactical win for Carlo Ancelotti's men, who were determined to write a different narrative, and that redemption was the talk of the town. 2007-2008, Manchester United and Chelsea battled it out in the first ever All-English final. After a tense 1-1 draw, the match went to a penalty shootout. John Terry's infamous slip and Edwin van der Sar's decisive save sealed the victory for United. The drama was immense, and the All-English final and its high stakes were the talk of the town. 2008-2009, FC Barcelona started a new dynasty under Pep Guardiola. In his first season, he led a revolutionary team featuring a young Lionel Messi to a dominant 2-0 victory over Manchester United. The tiki-taka style was mesmerizing, and Messi's sublime header was the exclamation point on a performance that was the talk of the town. 2009-10, Inter Milan completed a historic treble under the tactical genius of Jose Mourinho. They faced a powerful Bayern Munich side but dominated them with a clinical 2-0 victory, thanks to 2 goals from Diego Milito. Mourinho's incredible run to the final, including a famous defensive masterclass against Barcelona, was the talk of the town. 2010-11, FC Barcelona returned to the final and delivered a performance so dominant that it was hailed by many as a masterclass. They dismantled Manchester United 3-1, with Messi once again the star. The brilliance of the Barcelona team and the effortless flow of their football were the talk of the town, leaving many to wonder if it was the greatest team of all time. 2011-12, Chelsea achieved an improbable victory against all odds. Against Bayern Munich in their home stadium, they were outplayed for much of the game, but a late equalizer from Didier Drogba and a penalty shootout heroics from him and goalkeeper Petr Cech sealed their first ever title. Against the impossible, victory was the talk of the town. 2012-13, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund gave us an all-German final. After years of dominance, Bayern finally secured the trophy with a hard-fought 2-1 victory. The late winner from Arjen Robben sealed a historic treble for the club and put a powerful exclamation point on a season that was the talk of the town in Germany and beyond. 2013-14, Real Madrid ended a 12-year wait for their 10th European crown, La Decima, in a historic final against city rivals Atletico Madrid. Trailing for most of the game, a legendary 93rd-minute equalizer from Sergio Ramos forced extra time. From there, Real Madrid's dominance was complete, and that dramatic moment has been the talk of the town ever since. 2014-15, FC Barcelona completed a historic treble with a mesmerizing front three of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. They faced Juventus in the final and delivered a clinical 3-1 victory. The MSN attacking trident was unstoppable all season, and their dominance on the European stage was the undisputed talk of the town. 2015-16, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid met again in the final, and once more, it went to penalties after a 1-1 draw. Real Madrid held their nerve, winning the shootout to secure their 11th title and the first of an incredible three-peat. The start of this dynasty was the talk of the town. 2016-17, Real Madrid became the first team in the modern era to successfully defend the title. They delivered a brilliant performance to beat Juventus 4-1, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring twice. The sheer force of this Real Madrid team and their ability to dominate the biggest stage was the talk of the town. 2017-18, Real Madrid completed their incredible three-peat, winning their 3rd title in a row against Liverpool. The final was memorable for Gareth Bale's spectacular bicycle kick and goalkeeper Loris Karius's unfortunate errors. The unprecedented three-peat was the talk of the town and cemented this team's place in history. 2018-19, Liverpool came back from their loss the previous year to win the title against Tottenham Hotspur. After a stunning semi-final comeback against Barcelona, they dominated their All-English final with a 2-0 victory. The redemption and the journey to a 6th European crown was the talk of the town. 2019-20, Bayern Munich delivered an utterly dominant performance throughout a unique, pandemic-affected tournament. They won every single game, culminating in a 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain in the final. Their relentless high press and the goal-scoring brilliance of Robert Lewandowski were the definitive talk of the town. 2020-21, Chelsea pulled off a surprise victory in an all-English final against Manchester City. A tactical masterclass from manager Thomas Tuchel and a goal from Kai Havertz secured a 1-0 win. N'Golo Kante's midfield dominance in the final was the talk of the town, as he seemed to be everywhere on the pitch. 2021-22, Real Madrid claimed an incredible 14th title, defying expectations with a series of late comebacks throughout the knockout stages. In the final, they faced a dominant Liverpool, but a single goal from Vinicius Jr. and an otherworldly goalkeeping performance from Thibaut Courtois sealed a 1-0 victory. Courtois' heroics were the talk of the town. 2022-23, Manchester City finally conquered Europe to complete a historic treble: Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League. In a hard-fought final against Inter Milan, a powerful goal from Rodri was enough to secure a 1-0 win. The culmination of a long-term project under Pep Guardiola was the talk of the town. 2023-24, Real Madrid secured their 15th title against Borussia Dortmund. After a difficult first half where they were on the back foot, goals from Dani Carvajal and Vinicius Jr. in the second half ensured a 2-0 victory. The team's ability to win despite not being at their best was the talk of the town and a testament to their winning mentality. 2024-25, Paris Saint-Germain finally conquered Europe in a historic and record-breaking final against Inter Milan. Under manager Luis Enrique, PSG delivered a tactical masterclass, with goals from Achraf Hakimi, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, and a double from man of the match Desire Doué, sealing a 5-0 victory. This stunning performance marked the club's first-ever Champions League title, completed a historic continental treble, and was, without a doubt, the talk of the town. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, cause I'll be posting frequently here.